Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sponsored by Nobody. This week, sponsored by getting lost. Because, well, it just happens sometimes, doesn't it, guys? This is 2020... Oh, nope. Let me restart. I had a pun, but I lost it.
That's how it goes.
You what it?
See? I'm not doing it by accident, and I can't even find it. That's not it. That's not it.
I like how you can hear Austin like scrambling in the background.
I had a list of puns, and I put it in my little
In your pun journal?
It's okay. You know what? Yes.
I'm desperately trying to come up with a journal pun right now, but it's not coming.
It's not.
It was not punctual.
No.
Oh,
Hey!
there you go.
Sure.
Dylan for the save. Well
Thank
done.
you.
You're very welcome.
Got tripped up by the pun that was in last week's.
You ever try to explain puns to somebody who just does not get the concept?
No.
It's infuriating. It was a good 20 minutes of like six of us giving examples and explanation and looking up definitions, and they did not get it.
Yeah, somebody at some point had to explain that to me. I guess I remember that conversation where I was like, okay, but what are puns? And they're like, it's like this thing. I was like, but that doesn't make any sense to me. That's not real.
They're little bits of word candy in your dietary verbal conversations. little sprinkles on your muffins.
You put sprinkles on muffins?
They can if you believe.
What? You put sprinkles on a cupcake. That's what makes it a cupcake. If you put sprinkles on it, it ceases to be a muffin.
Are we making a cupcake?
Sprinkles or
It's just a
ice-
sad imposter.
Oh, I've got it.
It just wants to be included.
Brought
sprinkles
to you
or
by-
icing makes it a cupcake. If it doesn't have sprinkles and icing, it's a
Then
muffin.
why was Tim Hortons able to successfully sell me for breakfast a red velvet muffin?
Did it have icing on it?
It had the cream cheese filling icing stuff that kind of like caked on top.
It was on top? Then it was a cupcake. I'm
No,
sorry.
it was a muffin. It definitely had that muffin texture.
No. There's no difference
I
between
don't
a
eat
muffin and a
cupcakes for
cupcake.
breakfast. That's what I'm telling myself.
There's no difference between a muffin and a cupcake other than sprinkles and icing.
It's a convenient way to lie to yourself.
Okay, so it's,
Yeah.
this week's episode we brought to you by Monkey Trees. I don't want to meet the monkeys climbing those.
There you go. Okay.
We can just clip this out, right?
No,
said
this is
we
it.
started
Brilliant.
Dude, this is good material. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is going on our B-reel.
Oh,
Let's get honest
they'd
here.
love this.
Let's get honest here. Our editor, aka me, does not do any work. So this is staying in. It's
The Devon method.
All right.
Well,
I'm
in
gonna
that
go
case,
de-stress myself by seppuku, and I'll see you guys next week.
All right.
I'm going to go eat a muffin.
All right. It's okay. I wrote the pun
with
down.
icing.
It's just 16 cupcakes. Let's be real.
Sprinkles.
I like how I'm gonna go eat a muffin. It's just 16 cupcakes. Like, that escalated very quickly.
Saw this thing today and it's like, what is it? Like, I don't know how many cookies it takes you to be happy, but apparently it's not 27.
Aw.
Oh, that's so. Oh. Okay, Austin, we believe in you.
Okay, so, reset. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Sponsored by Nobody this week, everybody. Brought to you by Monkey Trees. I really don't want to meet the things that climb those. It is still June 2021, and you're listening to The Tallest Heights, Season 1, Episode 3, Scaling Difficulty. In this game, we'll be using a homebrew version of the Wildsea world setting and its system. I am Austin, playing the impromptu Firefly, and we have...
Bev playing Willow.
Dylan playing Net.
Ian playing Rocky.
Jonathan playing Ben.
And last time, we had a pretty fun adventure. We started traveling down the highway, and do you guys remember what happened while you guys were doing that?
We found our animal companions.
Yay.
Yay! I got an elephant named Taboo.
Do-do-do.
Baby, well, guess toddler elephant.
I got a spiky hedgehog that punches things. Da-da-da-da. His name is not Knuckles.
Well, yeah, that would be an echidna.
Oh,
Obviously.
I got a
Because we
bug
all
with
knew
a.
that.
You got that?
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, I got a bug with a beam ass or an ass beam or whichever way you want to interpret it. It's pretty good.
I love tremors.
We call them ass blasters. Yeah, it was a good trilogy. I enjoyed it.
What do you mean trilogy? I just watched number 7.
Oh. I honestly can't tell whether or not you're joking with me. I'm kind of offended.
I am actually serious. Number 7, Shrieker Island.
Well, we have to have a talk at some other point about this, but
You also managed to survive an encounter with some dangerous-looking murder bees.
Yeah.
This is what happens when they're not taken care of.
Yep. And we found a McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, perfectly untouched by like this dome of no growth.
That sounds about right.
that's right. We ate the last McNugget to ever exist.
Right?
Yeah,
Oh man, that's heavy.
yeah, the last hot McDonald's meal.
The last melon.
Mm-hmm. Except you guys so far haven't jumped off a cliff yet, so you haven't sacrificed yourselves for
Oh my God.
chicken nugget.
No, stop. Don't stop.
I have to make up. So you guys ended after a restful night. After getting away and recovering some bits, you still have a little bit to go until you get to your destination, which was Harbor Town to the south of your island. And we're still technically on a montage that'll give each of you, as tradition, so like a montage action for yourselves. You can narratively do it, you can do a task with it. But what's your morning for free?
Rocky's gonna go out and use his what does he have? He has some bait worms and some copper wire, and he's gonna try and make a little like hunting trap and see if he can catch some small game.
Okay. And what are you using for that?
I'm gonna use my hunt roll for that.
And do you have bits?
I do. As I say, I have some copper wire and some bait worms.
Perfect. I will give you both increased impact and advantage.
Okay, so that
Or an extra dice.
that's 3 dice.
Because you're using 2 resources along with this.
That'll be a 6. No twist.
Okay.
Perfect.
With increased impact. So I will let you have your choice of either 3 normal items. So you'll find either like a large carcass or a large amount of something, or three of it worth, or 2 items with a positive tag.
I'm going to take the 2 items with a positive tag, please.
Okay. And where were you hunting? Just give me the specifics for that.
I feel like Rocky hasn't strayed too far from the group because, you know, he's still a small child.
Yeah.
So probably just in the underbrush, like, 10, 15 feet away from wherever we made camp.
Okay. You, after leaving your snares out for a little bit, you come back after hearing some activity and you find a pitch black, shining, like, its fur is extremely, like, sheen, like an otter, almost.
Okay.
A rabbit, but it's got thumbs. And
It's
you see it,
got
like, thumbs, and you see it struggling out of your trap.
Well,
And
that's a
behind
no.
it, underneath, you see what appears to be a mushroom just strangling.
A mushroom is strangling the rabbit?
No, they're both caught in a snare, and the rabbit's trying to free itself, but the mushroom seems to be dead. You can have what seems to be eyes and a mouth on it.
That's terrifying. The rabbit has thumbs, and the mushroom has eyes and a mouth. I don't know how to process that. Rocky's gonna start screaming. I'm pointing at, being like, guys, people, anybody, come help me, please.
I'm gonna rush up, and I got my bat. What's the threat?
Look at the rabbit has thumbs. Netto?
Can I take a swing at the hinge of the trap to try and or at the spring, so that it can release?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna mess up that trap, and I'm gonna use my trusty bat to do it. It's been serving me well, so soon I will have to let it go. But for now, it will do the job. Let's see, how many dice am I getting here? I've got 2 on break. I'm gonna increase impact using the bat, and actually, you know what? No.
Consumable bat?
No, I'm not. I'm actually not going to use my bat. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull that handleless sledge out of my backpack, because I've been pissed at that thing. I've been carrying that for a while, thinking it would be useful, and it's just a big, dumb, stupid weight in my backpack, and I hate it. I hate it. I'm pulling it the hell out. Like, screw that. Screw carrying around 10 pounds of metal. Like, it's BS. I'm just going to, straight up, leap into the air and spike that, volleyball spike that shit into the trap and bust the shit out of it, and hopefully maybe not kill the rabbit, but
Kill the rabbit.
In either case, if it dies, it might be too wounded to survive if I set it free anyways.
If it dies, it dies.
If it dies, it dies. You know what? The dice will tell us. We ask you. Really, it's the dice that will kill him, not me.
It's in God's hands now.
All wise dice of the lake.
Whoa, I don't deserve such a title, guys.
What is your wisdom?
Show me what you got.
Let's see. I got 2d8 on the break. Can I get an advantage for using this sick?
How the heck are you getting D8?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Yeah, sorry.
There are none in this game.
The first Leviathan human.
Well, I see that you're all paying too much attention.
I must distract you again with something shiny.
All right. So can I have 3D? Oh, wait. I'm going to do it with... I forget that I get an edge here. I'm going to do this with teeth. I'm just going to savagely spike that with all of my malice that I've been building up slowly for this.
So your pool is teeth?
Should be 46, yeah.
Teeth plus your break plus 1 for using an item from your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, roll it up for me. That's a victory.
That's a 6. No twist.
That is. All right, so you successfully just destroy the trap. Just absolutely explodes. There's no reason. It sparks and it explodes. There's absolutely zero explanation for it.
I do not look at the explosion.
Rocky definitely is looking at the explosion. He's like, "What the heck? How did that happen?"
That's bad luck.
As the stars from your eyes clear, the mushroom is still there, but you see the rabbit standing on its 2 back feet, looking at both of you, and it takes some of the fur from its collar that's already been pulled loose and leaves it in a pile. Looks at you again, scampers off into the distance.
Does it give us the thumbs up as it leaves?
Absolutely.
Because
Well,
it
that's
has
terrifying.
those now.
Yeah. we all just slowly give it the thumbs up back, and then he's just nods and takes off.
Yeah, disappears into the underbrush.
That's terrifying.
So,
Good.
Ian, you're going to get you're going to get the specimen for the mushroom. It's going to be a large mushroom.
Large mushroom. Nice.
Tinted. It's a large tinted mushroom. So it's not white. Very off-colored.
Okay.
Like what color?
Let's
Tint?
say mottled purple.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to be touching that with your bare hands?
Oh, I definitely pick it up and then realize very quickly it's probably poisonous and put it in like a little bag. I put it in like a McDonald's bag because I probably grabbed a bunch of them as we left.
1,000%.
And just put it in a little McDonald's bag. Be like,
And
yeah.
you also recover
In a little Happy Meal container.
Yeah.
a piece of salvage. Because when you pick up the fur, you realize it's got the texture of like iron sand.
Ooh.
Or it's kind of like rough and graphene on the quills.
Yeah.
And you can like rub them like the graph. Remember the graphite refills on your mechanical pencils?
Oh, okay.
It's furs like that.
So graphite fur?
It grows carbon fiber. Gotcha.
Basically, yeah.
That's a dank rabbit.
That's
Yeah,
pretty.
so you have carbonite fur.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Okay.
All right.
Thanks for the help, Netto. That was...
I'm gonna give him like since I've already got the thumbs up on my hand, I'm gonna turn towards him and be like, try to do the cool guy. You know what I mean? Like, maybe a little bit too much. Like maybe cool guy sensei too much. You know what I mean?
No, Rocky 10 out of 10 thinks you're cool. Like, I'm going to give you thumbs up back and be like, yeah.
I have the
We got Rockley and Mike Guy over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The shine in the eyes and everything, the roguish grin.
Booking, yeah, we did good.
Yeah.
It's nice when they appreciate what you do for them, as opposed to immediately turning on you and then poisoning you or slashing you with their undoubtedly razor fur.
Yeah.
Transition, I guess, into Mr. Man over here freeing the rabbit.
Yes, sir.
Now, what are you doing this morning?
What am I doing this morning? Dang, I had something for this before we got caught up in saving the rabbit.
Sorry.
I'm gonna scav the trap. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna say that's not gonna be worth the time. You broke that.
All right, that's fair. Then
you broke that pretty good.
I guess what I'm going to do is I'm instinctually going to go out and see if there's something. Basically, I'm going to go look for useful resources to the group because we're going to need small kindling for lighting fires. We're going to need, food more than anything. We've got a long way to go when we're traveling, right? So
yeah, for sure. Because if I remember correctly, you guys were camping in basically like a nice little clearing glade along what used to be the highway. It seems to be relatively clear still. Probably used to be like an old rest stop or something.
Are we anywhere near where my scout trail map would be relevant? Or rather, can I say that it is? Because that's kind of the system, maybe?
Yeah? You want to scout the route for everybody in the morning?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, I'll use the scout trail map to see if there's a source of clean water nearby or something like that. You know what I mean? Just take situational awareness, try to find a source of clean water and figure out where the best path through would be.
Okay.
Maybe we can save some time by not coming back to the road because we're not driving. So maybe we can save some time by cutting back and not heading back the way that we came.
Yeah.
Going in from a different direction.
That makes sense. Let's follow that. Do you have any awareness skills?
Me? I did put a rank in sense, yes.
Okay. Can you roll me that? This isn't for pass fail, this is more just for what you'll find.
Instinct sense then is what we'll do.
Perfect.
One and a 3.
Okay. No, that's fine. So there is a relatively large river more inland that you're relatively sure should not be grown over just from the width and the fast speed of it. It's about half a day's journey. It'll add to your trip. It's not quite along the way, but it's not undoable out of the way. And you can get there safe with this detour, and there shouldn't be any problems with your car moving you guys along the way.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to go and I'll probably talk to Rocky first, because he's already, especially after I just won him over, he's the least likely to argue with my plan. And then if I can get him on board, then I've already got half the group tuned towards it. You know what I mean? And then I think it'll work. I think we just need to subtly convince the group using the sort of tactics that small children don't really use and only, delinquent preteens use.
Yeah. Okay, that's totally fine. You also know there's going to be a town nearby as well, so if you want to take more detour time, there's hypothetically more stuff to get. But it depends if it's worth it for you guys.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, that depends.
But it's not a full day. It'll add 2 segments to your journey if you decide to go. But it'll be a safe trip, guaranteed. I can promise you that.
I mean, obviously, I'm on board because I just burned my trail map to do it.
Anything else you want to do? Kind of non-taskish?
Well, can I? Let's see. I'm a little bit wounded, aren't I? I'm gonna take my McChicken sauce and I'm going to slap it in the wound. Because as everybody knows, it's actually alien biogel.
That checks out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with it.
So I'm gonna try and heal my wound using the McChicken sauce.
I'll let you do that because you spent your turn kind of prepping the group.
Okay, I'm just burning off a couple things here. You know what I mean? Lightening my load. I was carrying too much crap. All right, I think that's fine. I don't need to do anything else. I just need to get these guys on board.
You just gotta roll me the heal.
Roll you the heal. Oh yeah, I suppose I do need to do that. I don't have heal, so it's 2d6 and then the lower, right?
Yeah, it's just 2d6 of the cut.
4.
Okay, you succeed. You heal 1.
Nice. Okay, that's all I needed, and I'm just going to spend the rest of the morning hanging out with Bug.
Oh, Buggo. After hearing this absolute chaos coming from the outskirts of camp, where you're like, oh, he's just trapping, it's fine. Oh my god, what is that? Crash! Like explorers do. How does the other side of camp go on?
So we're awake. We're up.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Paying attention. Should we help?
I feel like, because I'm like still like kind of waking up, I'm fully in that like, I don't want to deal with this. I just want a normal morning mode. I just kind of look over and I look to see if there's like anything that looks like smoke or debris coming from the sound of the explosion.
Just a little wisp of smoke. You can kind of hear Net's voice over the distance. It's okay.
Do you have all your limbs?
There's too many limbs on this rabbit.
Is the rabbit using the limbs to hurt you?
No, it left, but it gave us the thumbs up.
Okay.
Okay.
I think they're fine.
Yeah, they're fine. Ignore.
Can't be worse than pigeons.
Right? Let us know if you're dying.
We will.
Cool.
So what are you gentle folks going to do in this morning of calm peace?
Well, am I allowed to use milestones?
You can, if you would like, yeah.
Okay. How many skill points do I get for a major milestone again?
It's
3.
it is worth 3 points.
Okay. So
And then you can
Not
convert
3
them into ones. Yeah.
skills. It's worth 3 points, and
Points
each
of
skill
points.
costs 1, or each skill costs 3 points. Yeah.
or like can max out at 3 points.
No. You need 3 XP points to up a skill by 1 point. And
You get 1 skill rank for a major milestone.
yes,
Got it.
or for 3 minor milestones.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna use my major milestone dropped into it to do some elephant training time, because I remember from being at the zoo that, you know, like they had certain like games and exercises and patterns that they wanted to teach the baby elephant, so that, you know, like it, you know, like little things like can it do the math on the big cards, and can it, you know, here's how you help hunt for food, and you know, here's a little like fun game you can play with the tourist kids, you know, like those sorts of things. That it was like good training. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm the elephant trainer now. So I just habitually start doing those things. I'm gonna get a point in spirit for that. So yeah, doing my elephant exercises to bond with baby elephant.
Okay. Your elephant is surprisingly good at peekaboo.
At which? Sorry.
Peekaboo.
Yay!
Because after all that living alone in the tunnels and stuff, they're great at hiding behind things and popping up in unexpected places. Batmaning. They're great at Batmaning you.
Which is like surprising considering elephant.
Yeah, it still has a little bit of concept issues with its size. It's done the whole hide behind a fire hydrant thing.
Aww. Is it like
It's getting there,
covering its face with its ears like in a Dumbo way, and then when it peekaboos, it like opens up its ears and be like, aha!
Yes.
And we giggle and we're happy, and it's just like, "Nees!" And the elephant goes, yay, I'm so smart.
Of course.
That's really cute.
Rock's darn right it is. So yeah, you and your elephant start to understand each other on more than just an emotional and physical level.
Nice.
You can now your elephant has now transcended its own mind,
Whoa.
and it can kind of see and hear the things you hear at the same time now.
Can I hear its thoughts?
Not yet.
Oh. But I get the feeling it can hear mine?
Yes, there's a deeper level of understanding through all of your communication now.
Yay.
Adorable.
As you hear this like montage of over it, you got this, come on over it, from the distance in the clearing, and a large every now and then. How are you spending your morning camp time?
I think Ben's gonna look around the camp, like around, like he's gonna keep the camp in sight, but just kind of look for anything that we can use. I'm basically looking for a gather roll.
Yeah, go for it. Anywhere you're going in particular?
Just not far, I guess. Because again, he doesn't want to leave the camp alone, and he doesn't want to leave like Willow alone at the camp either. especially because people were like, they have thumbs. He's like, yeah, okay. Oh boy. But he's going to look around and see if he can find, I don't know, any kind of food, any kind of anything that might be helpful for their trip to their destination.
Yeah.
I have tides, and I have 1 point of gather. And I have a mystery singing behind me. Hey, buddy.
Right.
Right.
You're good.
I got... wait, no, that's not good. 2 3s.
2 3s.
Disaster with a twist.
Okay.
I think.
So, yeah. How do you want this? Does anyone have a twist? Because I have one, but I love to give it to you guys first. Because 4 brains are better than 1.
Go for it, Austin.
Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you find some mushrooms. It's kind of sitting in the shade, just off to just conveniently just right in the path, right in your sight line.
Oh, good.
No, it's fine. Those are there the whole time. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah,
nice. They're nice and like pale cream colored, but quite inviting. Don't smell like that either.
I'll try to pick them.
They just kind of pop out of the ground. Your knife doesn't like cut them or anything. They just kind of pop as your knife gets close. Maybe you just hold on them too hard or something.
Using a knife to cut mushrooms. Oh boy.
You've been mushroom picking? You never just pull them out of the ground.
Huh.
How does the batch propagate again?
How does the what?
The mushrooms propagate again.
Yeah, if you take the root stem, they won't regrow.
That's kind of the idea down here. We don't really like the mushrooms that grow down here. We don't eat them.
Yeah, it depends which ones you got. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you get 2 mysterious cream-colored mushrooms. Smell nice, doesn't it?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Mushrooms times 2. All right. I'll be sure to use those in a disastrous way.
Yeah.
Rosanna.
Make sure you put a star beside them.
Oh, I can do that.
And
I completely mistrust these mushrooms. Just saying. Am I the only one?
it's
Yes.
fine.
Why?
There's a reason I put a point in heal. It wasn't this.
And the twist continues on as you turn away. There's just like 2 more, a little bit farther back.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go get those 2. Hey, a piece of candy.
And
Rip.
Ben follows the mushroom trail to the end of time.
Okay.
Those fairies aren't going to ask themselves for wishes.
Roll me. What do you have here? Oh wow. Okay. Roll me sense.
Okay. And I have tides for like exploration. Would that fit for whatever this is?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
getting farther away from camp.
Oh, hey, a 6.
Okay. These ones look a little bit different. Kind of they're kind of, you notice on the other side of them, not where you're looking, they're purplish. Just to pick them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to pick them.
I don't like where all these clues are pointing.
Yeah.
I mean, Net has no idea, but I don't like where all these clues are pointing.
DMs have themes is bad.
So I have 2 mysterious mushrooms, and
2 mysterious half off-colored mushrooms.
I
All
will,
the words.
whenever I use one, I will let you decide which one I use, if you want, or we can roll for it or something. Ben isn't really going to differentiate them. He's like, oh, cool, 2 more mushrooms. Awesome. Because, disaster.
Roll me another sense.
Ooh, okay. 5-2.
There are no more mushrooms
Oh, good.
in your sightlines.
Yeah, no more mushrooms yet.
All right.
And you notice you are quite a bit farther away from camp than you thought you are. You can just see it through the trees behind you.
Okay. He's gonna start making his way back to camp. If he has any problem, he'll call out to Passage, the giant flying moth of fire.
That seems pretty legit. And with that, as he stumbles back into the camp, bright-eyed from the darkness in the mushroom patch.
How bright-eyed?
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, literally bright-eyed.
Ah, it's okay.
Well,
I just
look-
became a replicant. No big deal.
Willow, look at these cool things I found.
Wait. What?
Did you see?
What?
Look at
Holds out a handful of mushrooms.
yeah.
I was gonna say, what do I have? Do I have anything? Can I like either sense or scry to make any kind of judgment call on these mushrooms he's holding out to me?
Oh, you have scry?
I do.
Yes, you can.
Ooh, cool.
So can I also use instinct?
That seems like a good fit here, yeah.
Anything else? Elephant vibes? Elephant sniffers?
Do you have companion?
Sorry, do I have which what?
Companion. She does have companion.
I do.
In this case, you could use your monster with companion.
I can use my which?
So you can either use scry or use companion, but they're both 1, so it doesn't matter
Okay.
mechanically wise. It's just how you want to flavor it is how it matters.
Let's use scry, and also because it is like a mystical thing, like this is like a moment of me going, wait, I can what now? Do I get any advantage dice or just the 2?
If it's just you, God damn it. If it's just you, there's no advantage or disadvantage. Just build your dice.
If it's just me, if I use the monster, do I get advantage?
We are the monster.
Can I metagame, please?
I don't know. Can you?
If I were to just suddenly throw out there and hem and haw about switching to companion, would I suddenly find myself with an extra dice?
You may. Because
Yeah, I'm gonna hem and haw. Maybe elephant sniffy with the elephant trunk on these mushrooms. Yes,
we haven't had companion come up that often.
that's true. I'm gonna companion this.
Because of your companion's increased spirit,
Yeah.
you get a more sense for what's happening with these innocuous-looking mushrooms in Ben's hands.
Okay. So I
So
roll
you're going to
3.
get, you're going to get an extra dice. Or increased impact, whichever one you choose.
What's
So
increased
innocuous.
impact again?
Better
So-
success.
Sorry?
The degree of your success is greater.
Yeah, so you'll go from normal impact to high impact. So your reaction is stronger and has more effect on the world. It'll usually let you, mark or clear an additional box, but in some cases it might upgrade raw power, whatever you're attempting to do. It'll just make it better.
Okay.
Either multiplicative or quantitative.
Okay. And sorry, what was the other option?
Or an extra dice.
I
So it's 2 dice with increased impact.
want to do the increase for funsies.
Okay. Okay, 2 dice with increased impact. using companion. So as you're like looking at these mushrooms, Willow kind of comes over. Or not Willow. You're Willow.
And that is a 6 and a 4.
All right. How does Tabul find the sneakiness?
Tabul spent a lot of time in tunnels and caves in the zoos, so mushrooms glowing and glaring and doing all their mushroom shenanigans. Tabul spent a lot of time getting to know mushrooms on a personal level. So like Tabul just kind of comes over, nose nudges me, and then does like some deep trunk sniffing all over these mushrooms because Tabul does not forget.
What you got there, buddy? What do I have here, buddy?
Sorry?
Can you check your Discord?
Sorry, like...
What?
What?
Yeah, your Discord.
Sorry. Okay, so Tabul's kind of sniffing them, and then after some sniffing, like, just kind of like does like a pokey, like using like an elephant trunk, like a finger, just kind of like poking me on the shoulder and like pointing at them and just like doing like a nah, and just making that deep eye contact of just like me. I'm just kind of looking at Tabul going, I don't, what are you? And then just kind of like trunk on the shoulder like a hand, and then deep eye contact of just like, trust me, mushrooms can't be trusted. And I just suddenly feel like this the intense feeling vibes of like this warning that my elephant friend is giving me. And I just smack those mushrooms right out the hand, and then like, like grab them off the ground and just chuck them as far as I can chuck them.
All of them?
All of them. Every mushroom.
He's like, "Aw." What was that for?
And I just hold him by the shoulders and I'm like, mushrooms can't be trusted. They can't.
As they kind of disappear from your sight, you hear these like kind of angry whispers at the back of your mind.
What did they
Oh, no.
say?
You couldn't quite hear it, but it was vulgar.
Sorry?
You just got a vulgar meaning from it. There was nothing pleasant about what was being said.
I kind of like shiver down my spine, and then I'm like, I'm gonna make breakfast now. And I go off to try and make us some breakfast, even though I'm really not sure what we have.
Well, we had mushrooms.
No.
I mean, you can't trust mushrooms. You know what else you can't trust? An empty stomach.
And I just kind of like, because I'm so like a little bit shaken and weirded out, but also in a weirdly affirming way, but it's like, whoa moment. I just kind of look at him and I'm like, I'm gonna just make breakfast now. And so and I look through my pockets, and basically I've got a bag of peanuts and some anchovies, and I want to save the peanuts for Tabul. So I pocket those again, and I pull out the anchovies, and then suddenly, like, just because we had the bonding moment with the elephant, and my, just feel like this almost like power kind of coming through this relationship, as I try to turn these pack of anchovies into a delicious, nutritious breakfast, I find myself whispering the phrase "happy place." And I use a whisper. Happy place.
I was going to say, like, hearing the words "happy place" over and over again, he's like, with his barbecue sauce packet.
Oh, yes. If he wants to contribute the barbecue sauce packet.
Are you turning these anchovies into a McDonald's meal?
I mean,
With a
maybe
whisper?
I also have cook.
Huh.
Yeah.
Using cook and a whisper, and you're going to make anchovies, like you're
And
going to make... You should make filet of fish.
Another thing I was going to say is I've got a cookbook that's it's a Game of Thrones cookbook, and it talks about like fish finger fritter thingies they have for breakfast in King's Landing, and so that's kind of where I'm going with this. I kind of make little like anchovy, like the fish stick version of Filet-O-Fish with like that's kind of you can tell me exactly what happens and what gets used.
Maybe we don't use the barbecue sauce. I'm like, with the barbecue sauce, but we're both like, you know what, McDonald's barbecue sauce with anchovies probably isn't the best.
Not
mix.
even a whisper could make that.
We'll find something better.
There is no reality where that is acceptable as food.
Yeah, Ben's like, yes, that's fair. That's very fair.
All right. So am I using up the Happy Place whisper and the pack of anchovies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then also cook skill. Do you want me to roll on how that goes?
If I'll leave that up to you. You can either use your whisper and give me an awesomely narrated sing-song Disney scene while you cook with anchovies.
Well, I always want.
Or you can try to roll it to increase the amount of food you make.
I want the Disney one. I just want my life.
The scene is yours.
Okay, so
and everyone is fed, and there's no special effects.
Okay, yeah, I make
beyond you having one sardine anchovy left over.
Okay,
but it will feed everybody, and remove any Myers they have.
Feed anybody? Will feed everybody, or
no, you will have one because you have a pack of anchovies, correct?
Yeah.
So you'll have one anchovy as a specimen left over, singular.
Okay.
And anyone who eats it will cure a Meyer if they have it.
All right.
Because it reminds them of home, even though it's obviously not home cooked. Like this is food technically, but it's really just heated up anchovies.
I with Snow White, like Disney Grace, and my elephant animal friend implore the other children to come over and partake of breakfast.
Rocky definitely scorfs down breakfast with vigor of a 11-year-old growing boy.
Ben also eats because and is like, he's like, thanks for breakfast.
It all smells and tastes like your favorite thing.
Aw.
Like it's
I'm going to say Ben's favorite food is actually anchovies. If it wasn't before, it is now.
Yay!
So while the McDonald's meal was that last gasp of the old world, this is like your last taste of home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for you fools, maybe.
It just tastes like McDonald's and chicken nuggets. It's like Grandpa didn't cook shit.
Tastes like the good Delicio.
DiGiorno.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll wait for the younger two to eat their fill, and then I'll have whatever's left over, I guess.
That'll make sure that there's plenty left over. He's like, he's not gonna go and start eating anyone else's share.
No gloops in this party.
All right.
So you're all fed. You're not going to get exhausted, and if you had a Meyer, clear that. It's like a bonding moment for all of you.
Yay!
Yeah.
We all
No Myers here. It turns out I can stop crying.
Aww.
You had it rough, man. You all had it rough.
So Netto found a path.
Netto
found a path with his map. He found a path to another little town. So
and there's fresh water.
Yeah. So guys, do we want to follow that path, or there's Netto says there's another town nearby. Do we want to follow it, or are we gonna keep going to the ferry?
I'm kind of peeking up in the distance where I'm obviously listening, and I if they were to see me, they would see that I care, and I'm investigating at a distance. But otherwise, I'm just kind of nonchalanting in the back, waiting to see if his approach goes well.
Mouthful of fish. He's like, well, what's off the path? like swallows. Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. We could get some freshwater supplies. Do we need supplies? Are we all stocked up on supplies? Kind of looks through his bag.
I have peanuts, literally.
I mean, I guess maybe we could find a. Do they have Carl's Jr. up there?
No, we have Fatburger.
No.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we could find a fat burger.
Ooh, triple O's.
Ooh, triple O's. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ben says, knowing what that is.
They make poutine. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ben says, knowing what that is. I actually know what poutine is. It's okay.
There you go.
They also-
We almost had to disown you.
Yeah.
Be duped from the party. All right, so you guys are you guys gonna take the extra time to go and get some supplies?
Well, I was initially skeptical because I was just like side eyeing the looks from Netto and like his not looking. But then, we started talking about, poutine, and I'm just like, yeah, it actually sounds great.
All right, so it'll add 2 seconds to your travel, and you have about 4 or 5 seconds to go until you reach the city,
Okay.
including that. You guys ended not too far away, so it's like a sideline, but it's also like bits. Survival.
Yeah. We're still progressing.
Yeah, and it's not a whole extra day or anything like that. So who's going to be driving and who's going to be keeping an eye out?
Well, I'll drive my elephant.
I lied. No one needs to keep an eye out. It's a safe trip.
Oh, okay.
I will
Then
drive
we-
my safe elephant.
Shouldn't we still roll to see what we run into?
You can, yeah, if you want. I'll
We
let you
ran
do that.
into a bunch of marshmallows. Yay!
Yay!
Wait, these are mushrooms
roll.
too.
I
Just wiggles like a gummy bear. Yay!
I got a 2.
You got a 2, and that is.
I believe it's nature.
I do believe it is. So going by, you'll see. Let's see. You'll pass by what appears to be a fruit tree,
Ooh.
the size of an oak,
Ooh.
with 3 different varieties on it.
I don't trust
Ooh.
the low roll.
Which begs me to ask, varieties of what? Because if it's stinging hornet, I think we're going to avoid this tree.
It seems to be fruit. One looks similar to a kiwi, but it's not hairy and it's purple. So it looks like a plum.
I was going to say,
Yeah, that's a plum.
plum.
One of them.
Austin
them
just
is-
invented plums.
Yeah, I'm a genius.
They were my idea.
God's
heard it
got
here,
nothing
folks.
on me.
You see,
Austin, we love you.
you see grapefruits the size of watermelons. Anyways, and what appears to be bananas, but they are just the fruit. There's no rind.
Can I also sense the safety of these trees?
Sure.
Also, Austin, this was your moment to say, and bananas, and they have little sharp edges on them.
Right?
Tiny, tiny blades.
They look kind of.
We were all thinking it.
Wait, just wait. I already had something in mind.
There we go. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
dear. Oh, well, maybe I don't want to sense just to see what happens. Keep things fun in our zero danger mission.
So you sense or no?
Yeah, I'll sense. Do we want to add instinct? Yeah. Can I add instinct to it?
I will also point out, he said the travel is safe.
Not the bananas.
He didn't say shit about the bananas.
Okay, well that's 5.
Upon observation, you can kind of tell the grapefruit is giving an indication it's not ripe.
But the rest of the fruit looks okay?
The rest of the fruit looks harvestable, but there's the banana fruit, from you understand, it does not. You don't remember it being that rigid, just to be able to stick around on its own, floating in the breeze.
I poke the banana.
It sticks to you.
Like comes off the tree, sticks to me?
Yeah, like a burr.
Interesting.
It's a banana.
Banana! I'm so happy.
Oh no!
I can I unstick it from me? Like, is it pretty easy to?
It doesn't hurt,
Okay.
but it's not
Just eat
like,
it.
it's not sticky. It's like stuck to you though.
Yeah, like Velcro kind of a thing.
Yeah.
At least it does. At least it's not like a reptilian banana with like a phone's rotor dial on its back, because crocodiles are dangerous.
But you're sure upon like sufficient boiling, and you're a monster. And you're sure with sufficient boiling and preparation, these are edible,
Okay.
just not in the raw form.
Not in the raw. Okay. I picked some more of these bananas.
Wait,
Okay.
I messed that up. It's a banana dial. There we go.
Did it. Ring, ring.
I got that.
Banana phone.
Okay.
Ring, banana.
I was like, wait, I messed up my own pun. Hang on.
That's why nobody
Welcome to the
laughed.
club.
I thought it was because I wasn't funny and I knew something was wrong.
I was like, that doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound like me. I'm hilarious. Yeah, I take some of these bananas.
Okay, so you can have 3 bananas.
3 bananas.
Yes,
Yay.
from you can tell that even the skin, everything. Unless it's like glass or plastic, it probably will stick to just everything. Probably you use it like in a cured state to hold things. It's permanent Velcro. Stick it to the wall, and you can stick things to it.
Huh. Okay, cool.
And you will have, so you get 3 of those.
Okay. Nice.
And yeah, everyone else is welcome to give me a quick little roll here to see if you recover any other food as well.
Rocky's not. I'm not going to. He's seen a few things now. He's a little nervous.
He's
Especially
older and wiser.
That banana stuck to Willow's hand. Like that's not how bananas work. I'm
That
gonna stay
wasn't
safe.
how bananas work. We're in the
Fair
new
enough.
world.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna get Bug to go up. I'm like, okay, like this is like our first like main mission. Like this is the first time that I'm gonna ask you to do something, and I expect you to maybe obey me, maybe because I'm still not sure how this works.
Earn my
But,
love, son.
Yeah, go rattle one of those plum branches for me and shake off some plums.
No. They're hairless purple
Shush.
kiwis.
It was a one-eyed, one-horned.
He invented them. Yes, I know. Okay,
They're not flying yet. It depends if Bug gets one.
Purple.
go get me some.
There.
Go get me some peewees.
Roll me some companion.
I don't want to roll anybody's companion. We love them very much.
To be fair, Bismuth would or Rockies would probably be pretty good. Mr. Hedgie.
Mr. Hedge.
Mature now.
We're going to use Grace for elegance, precision, and quality. And we're going to get 1 for companion here. Bam, bam, 2 and 6.
There you go. That's a 6. He's able to gather 2 or let's see. Those are 2. He's able to gather 2 of them.
Nice.
Both
Good
perfectly
job. I'm going to give him 1 of them.
He does like a backflip, yeeting it into the air, and while he's still like horizontal, upside down with the ground like a fighter jet, he zaps it, and then on the return catches it while he's returned perpendicular to the ground and eats it while it's still smoking.
Nice.
What a badass. I'm just like a little bit intimidated. I'm like, oh, I have a laser that loves me.
Does anyone else want to do anything here, or are we going to move on?
I think Ben's gonna stay in the car, like keeping an eye out. But like, no, this is fine. They don't need me for this.
Okay, make me another roll. Whoever's going to keep an eye out this time.
I'll roll again.
Mm-hmm.
Another 2.
Okay. Some clouds roll in, and it starts to spatter with rain. And you kind of hear the rolls of thunder again in the distance.
Ooh. Guys, I think we should hurry up and get as far as we can today and then find some shelter. I don't want to be stuck in a storm.
And you're just kind of traveling through the forest and the wind's picking up.
Maybe we should avoid the town and just get to the ferry docks as quick as possible.
We're probably still going to need to wait for the storm to blow over anyway. Even if we were to get there right away, it would just... There's no way we could get there that quickly, and it would just come down on us anyway.
True. Okay, so we should try and find some shelter in the town quickly here?
I think that would probably be best.
It's probably the better route to go.
Okay.
As the one who's carrying like the can of gasoline and the burners that we're using for cooking, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there holding all the weight, and I'm like, we should just hustle.
Okay.
This is gonna suck so bad, but we should just hustle.
Follow you guys. Okay.
Yeah, it's relatively peaceful. Like there's no bumps or bruises. You guys are just starting to get wet. Give me one more.
Sure. As we're trying to find shelter?
Yeah.
That's a 6.
Okay, so that's good. As you pass through the thicket of trees in front of you, it clears open, and you can see what seems to be a river, like covered. There's overhanging it. You see like vines, but you can still see the river rushing underneath. So far, it seems the green has not been able to encroach it completely yet, and there's still clearings and short spaces in the green where you assume there'll be buildings. And there's like one giant smoldering mill in the distance.
Mill?
Yes.
The mill is still smoldering?
A lumber mill, or like what kind of?
Maybe like a pulp mill?
Yeah.
So we can see the smoke from the stack?
I just go, because you can smell that.
Yeah.
No amount of bush and brush in the world changing is going to kill the scent of all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it's weirdly comforting.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's a small sign of resistance against
And
the
it
way
looks
that our
like
world
the
has
storm
become.
was actually passing you guys by.
Guys, there's smoke over there. Is there people? Are we not the only ones? Did someone else survive? Do we go there? Is there
where there is smoke, fire?
Yeah, is it safe?
I don't know for sure, but I intend to find out.
I mean, I was about to say
I know
something like,
you're not allowed. You're not allowed to say it. We just have to move on.
I was about to say something like, yeah, probably, and then you just come out there with that, and I just kind of give you this look like, yeah, fine. Take elephant over there.
Okay. Night falls, and like I said, the storm is going to pass you by, so you don't need to worry about the Faraday.
What?
The Faraday ants.
Oh.
And the road into town seems to be relatively safe. Smell obviously increases as you get deeper into town, but it starts to get the tinge of like mowed grass and kind of like dead foliage. Not just the rot of like a paper mill, but the rot of dead plants as well.
Take that, new circumstances.
And from what you can see as you guys explore in, there are patches of town completely overgrown. Just the trees lifting up, houses straight out of the dirt. Some of them leaning over, you see like some patches of the sunflower seeds, and there are sunflowers in the distance, like when you started. Pigeons overhead, but a lot fewer. And some other birds that are just as large, but they got a much wider wingspan. And what appears to be like kind of more hooked beaks. They're quite a ways away.
Don't like that.
In front of you lays what appears to be the downtown kind of market leftover. You can see some stalls being pierced by bamboo and what appears to be like giant wood cattails, but the tips of them are no longer just like those brown fluffy things. They've kind of grown and looped into kind of like a helix pattern with the one next to it. And the tops of them are just kind of like constantly like puffing out new spores and like little light fluffy things. As they kind of like bend and break in the wind as they get too tall without support.
As we're kind of like coming into town, I want to scope out the most promising looking shelter to stay for the night. Like, you know, safe, comfortable, resourceful.
I will give you... Okay, well that's good. You find what seems to be something similar to a kin, but not copyrighted by Costco.
All right. I go, guys, guess what? We don't need a card. Go ahead. And I just like barrel it down with my elephant all triumphantly. Like, take that. I need a membership. No highlighters here.
You know, my parents just, you know what? Never mind. Yeah, let's go.
March in and like instantly just like, I want to make like a fort with mattresses and like just eat all the cinnamon buns.
Yeah, no, Rocky definitely starts like scrounging for some food and making forts too. I will.
Yeah, we
10
go,
out of 10 help
we
Willow.
go nuts the way one would if they suddenly found themselves in a completely unguarded, unsupervised, definitely not a Costco.
You're presuming a lot considering we haven't even gotten inside yet.
I mean, I
haven't even told us what the inside
I
looks like.
barreled down the door with an elephant.
We could be assaulted by guys with AKs. We don't know.
That's fair, but I have an elephant. Your argument is invalid.
Let's
Well,
hope that continues.
Well, Mr. Firefly, what do we see when we barrel down the doors?
With an elephant.
Do all our dreams come true as we like go around frolicking? or-
Hot dogs.
So once you break inside, it appears Green has made it in, and it's taken over the first couple levels of the warehouse, but this was a large facility. So the top levels and all the stock levels are available, and while you won't be able to find much for food, as it appears that the wildlife is kind of taking everything that's accessible along ground level, there is going to be some if you wish to roll for it, but I can't guarantee it's going to be great. Or each of you can find 2 good quality salvages and enough water to not worry about getting the mainland. Because you guys have the carts to transport it.
Well, I want to do that.
Hashtag bottled water.
Yeah. We'll get. Rocky's going to go with bottled water.
Bottled water.
So. Well, no, you guys don't have to take that. That's just a bonus. You guys will get the bottled water no matter what. I'll give you that.
Okay.
But now you have to choose to either take the 2 positive salvages that'll let you guys make up. Not because I'm lazy, because I want to see what you guys can do.
No, that's fair. I'm going to take 2 positive salvages.
What's the or?
Or you can roll me gather, and I will give you some food. There's just no promise it's going to be great.
I'll roll gather.
And if you use your companion, I will give you advantage because it flies and casts light.
Oh, also I have companion, like the skill.
Perfect.
So I've
Because it's not right in there, but with big old fire moth, it's a lot better than the lamp you were using before.
So I have 2 companion, 2 flying. Am I just using companion, or am I also using sense or gather?
It would be using companion in lieu of.
Okay, so 2 flying and 2 companion. One 654.
Right.
So a 6.
So you're able to find a case of canned corn. Preserved.
So we are gonna be fine.
The edges of some of them are slightly singed. Because your moth had to carry them down.
Oh, well, that's fine. That's why we didn't touch the orange juice, because OJ don't play. That's not an OJ Simpson joke. Dropping orange juice is a nightmare in a warehouse.
That's yeah.
Like, oh boy, it froze to the floor and is sticky.
And so...
the 2
Rocky.
salvage. Yeah, the 2 salvage Rocky got. Rocky got a retractable hot dog stick. You know, one of those little ones that it's like telescopes in and out. It's like,
Yep. Make sure you put the positive tag in brackets. 'Cause that way I know later on what the specialty of it is.
fair enough. And then he also got, you know, those like T-Rex head grabber sticks.
Yes.
Yes, he got one of those.
Okay. He's just going straight to the dollar section.
Yeah, he did. Rocky knows what he likes, okay? He's an 11-year-old kid.
Okay.
You can't go camping without a proper hot dog stick, and the T-Rex grabber heads are just, they're right there. He had to grab one.
Yeah.
And, another thing I forgot to mention, Ben, with the canned corn, it's going to have a multi-track, so it's going to be multi-usable. Let's see how many times. 3 times. And what are the other 2 doing? This is a safe place. You won't find any fights here.
Yeah, I'm gonna salvage. I think is the correct choice.
What are your 2 positive items?
Oh, I don't even have to make a scav roll.
Nope. These are just you find them on the upper levels. Just the salvage is basically untouched. I just realized what finish now.
Let's see.
It's like an episode of Dead Rising. And yeah, just mark the positive modifiers in brackets or with.
Okay. I'm gonna.
You don't have to tell me right away yet. Just think on it. You don't have to commit right away.
Yeah, but that's what I want to do.
All right. And what are Willow and...
Just Willow.
I don't ever shop at Costco, so I'm trying to think of what would be good.
Just take 2 random things and figure it out later.
It's too overwhelming.
Keep in mind, a positive tag could be simple as, working.
Sorry?
A positive tag could be as simple as working.
Yeah.
So, like, you have a working flashlight or a working solar battery.
I don't know. Willow, you're a girl. What do you need? What do you want as, a female?
I did think of that, but then I was like...
Well, I wasn't meaning that. I was more meaning like, I don't know, the last hair scrunchie that's not like covered in ooze.
I just want normal stuff. Okay. I do like the idea of finding just like a camping lamp, like one of those ones that's just like, like has a handle on top, little shaded lamps they use for camping.
Okay.
Okay. And
what do you want it to run on?
Well, if it's a camping lamp, does it have like? I feel like it's got like a battery, but it's also got a crank.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make that your positive tank. Rechargeable.
Rechargeable thing. And then I'm just gonna go with a what rhymes? Let's go with a big container of Dirkland brand, child chew safe, just basic painkillers. Yeah, just like, painkillers that are safe for kids to use, but just like one of those giant generic containers.
No name brand painkillers.
Dirkland. They are in fact banana flavored.
Okay, I will give these to you. They will not heal.
Okay, but they kill pain. Okay, so what are those? That's in salvage and specimens.
It'll be because I wanted you to pick a piece of salvage. 2 pieces of salvage. So if they're not going to heal, what I'm going to have them do is they will give you resistance for the day of your choice when you take.
Okay.
Of a damage type. So they will dull the pain once you take them of a damage type.
Okay. And then the other thing...
Healing is more of just a specimen-specific area.
Yeah. And then... Recharge... Do I need to write the thingy?
Yeah, just put it in brackets. Or parentheses or quotation marks.
So, well, those are different things now. So what was the thing again?
Recharging lamp.
No. Like what's it called? The special thing that makes it special. The type.
Oh, recharging.
No, like salvage. Like it's...
Oh, it is salvage. Yes, both of them are salvage.
Okay. And then the other thing I wanted to ask is, can I use the golden nose to look for food anyway?
You can if you mark it.
Sure. I'm gonna do that to sniff out
Hacking
food.
my system. Okay.
Yeah, I am.
So mark one on golden nose.
Yee.
And you're going to find stupid golden nose.
I get my cake and eat it. You watch, now he's going to give me one of those giant sheet cakes.
It's not up to me.
Oh no.
Oh man, it's a good thing the freezers are broken, or boy howdy, you'd be getting one of those cheap and delicious cakes.
Yay!
Okay,
We're all sick.
5 weapons, that's going to be...
Don't punish me for being clever.
I'm not punishing you, I'm looking at the list.
Okay.
He's punishing himself for not thinking of it.
The biggest box of cereal. Like it's a full kilo.
I totally said that hair scrunchie thing whilst holding my hair scrunchie because I currently have COVID hair and I cannot live without my hair scrunchie.
I had the COVID hair too. I was putting my hair up in ponytails once it started getting warmer, and I was like, the breeze on my neck is glorious.
I get my hair right in my eyes, and then like it just like jabs me in the eye, and I'm like, well, that's my day done. I'm done. So yeah, no, I need a hair scrunchie. Otherwise, yeah. And I stole Laura's. It's like light blue, flowery. It's adorable.
They're fun. They're fun. I just never remember to grab them. It's just much more practical to have just an elastic band on my wrist because I perpetually have one. The scrunchies just kind of get in the way that way.
Mm.
So you get a sealed spice rack set. It's got 5 different spices.
Ooh.
All perfectly sealed.
Do I know what spices they are? Can I just decide?
You can decide what spices they are.
Okay.
RNG Sun smiles upon you.
Okay. Garlic powder.
Yes.
Yeah, garlic salts. Cinnamon. chili flakes. Let's see what else.
Rosemary.
Rosemary. Yep. Basil.
One more.
There we go.
Basil leaves. And with that...
No, basil, not bay leaves.
Oh, yes, basil.
Well,
yes.
you can have basil leaves, too, but I was thinking fried basil.
A butler named Basil.
And with that, you guys are welcome to camp here for the night. You will be safe. And the storm will pass you by and you'll be able to leave the next morning.
Did we find what made that smoke?
You haven't gone to the paper mill.
Okay.
And if you want to go outside, it's getting dark out.
I'm not going to. I'm not going outside when it's dark.
Did Rocky get some rocks? Is this what's happening?
No. Rocky is cuddling up in a nice, cozy blanket and pillow fort and going to bed.
Yeah, we made full forts out of all the like blanket, mattress, pillow, oversized minion stuffed animal stuff. Made it.
You guys did a whole sleepover episode where you all built this so you could build the best pillow fort.
Nice.
But they all connect in the middle, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are able to sleep well, peacefully, no exhaustion. Wake up the next morning. It'll only take you 2 segments to get to the city.
Cool.
I want to know, what was that smoke? Is it still smoking?
Yeah, still smoldering.
Rocky's pointing. Guys, is there civilization there? Should we look at it?
Can we send in a drone?
I don't know if we have.
We have to.
Could I send Passage to go take a look? Like, would that work?
Passage could technically, yes, go take a look. How much information you'll be able to transfer from one to the other will be debatable.
You know what? That'll be a fun experiment.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to send Passage ahead to go and look while we make our way towards or in that direction.
Just Passage.
Can anybody else fly?
Can Mr. Hedgie sit on Passage? How big is Passage? Has like a wingspan of like 6 feet, right?
He's pretty big.
It's 2 points of fauna.
Yeah, can
2 points of fauna worth of moss.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, probably go 4 feet.
Can
it's 2 points of fauna and 2 points. Probably, if it's a kind of a normal size hedgehog.
Slightly bigger than it's probably cat-sized at this point.
When the moth is the size of a child or a young adult, I don't think it matters.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen hawks carry bigger things.
It's basically a Pidgeot in the grand scheme of things.
Oh.
You guys are not fully grown adults. Remember.
Mm-hmm.
You are still children.
Then Mr. Hedgie is going to go on the back of Passage. He's going to take this Passage.
Is anybody else's mind going to be blown if in like a future season, if like the next season of Pokemon, Ash does actually go back for Pidgeot?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, there was an episode in Sun and Moon where he goes back and visits all of his Pokemon at Oak's farm.
All those Tauros he got super attached to.
Yeah, they were there.
My gosh.
It was a whole thing.
It's cute. All right.
So
I'm going to roll some dice.
All right, so you're sending out Passage and
Mr. Hedgie
to do a survey scope and have them tell you, in the best of their abilities, what is happening.
Yes. What do you want me to roll for that?
I want you to roll Companion.
Okay.
And I will let you pick. I'll let you give an edge or a type if it's applicable.
Flying.
Okay, I'll let you use that. You will be able to cover more ground.
Excellent.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Rocky?
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
what does I want you to roll the same thing, either companion.
Yep.
Or a skill befitting the surveying.
No, it's going to be companion and fauna. So
Okay.
I'll roll 2 dice. So that's double 5s.
I got double 6s.
Hey.
Well, la-di-da.
Well, okay, never mind. This wasn't a sad area. Never mind. Let me just put a line through this. Okay. No, those are great. So it's a 5 of the twist and a 6 of the twist.
That's right. Mr. Hedgie
So who rolled the
gets
6 and who rolled the 5? Because the stats are different.
But Passage rolled a 6.
And Mr. Hedgie got a 5.
6. Hedgie got a 5. Okay, so and a twist.
Yeah.
2 twists.
On each. Okay.
I mean, we can just make it 1 twist if we don't.
Yeah, we can make it 1 big twist. That's
Okay, so yeah, 1 big twist. What do you guys want to see? This one's strictly up to you. I had no idea this was going to go this far.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
I have other things planned for it. I have contingencies, but just not this.
There's things living here, like sentient things are living here. I will let Jonathan decide whether they're human or not human or what they are. But it's like there's something colonizing this city. That's why it's so safe here.
I'm going to say that, like, possibly the time that we spent in a bunker, these people have been spending their time doing science.
Whoa.
So, like, in a few generations from now, things will be even more weird here. But for now, you know, they just seem to be, like, they all have 6 fingers on each hand and feet.
So they are,
like,
they're human-ish?
Oh, you said not human?
Yeah, I said they could be human or they could not be human.
Okay.
Whatever you want. You can, I'm down for them being human. I'm going to say, okay, then
the machinery here is being operated by a yellow slime mold.
Okay.
Okay.
It takes a bit to figure out that that's what's going on, but that's definitely what's happening. It's really weird, but like the mold isn't really like aggressive towards anyone. It's just kind of doing its own thing. Making more paper, which gets spat out into like a big pile, which the mold is growing on.
Which also explains
possibly eating
all the smell of dead vegetation as well, because they gather it for food as it naturally dies around them, whereas they control the green around.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So just a bunch of live molds hanging out. Nice.
I'm not even going to make you guys roll to understand your creatures, because that was just chef's kiss.
Nice. No.
We don't exactly understand what's going on, but
you can
maybe like it's...
We try to demonstrate slime together as a group project.
We have the idea that these things are probably herbivores, and it would be safe for us to stay here if we wanted to. But like,
they're probably...
We have a trip.
Oh, go ahead.
It's like we... You go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to say they're probably omnivores, but they are probably scavengers, not hunters, right? Because it's mold. So it probably like just eats
I could picture
anything.
molds viciously hunting down in a pack.
Well,
it's a
I read a book series about that, actually.
just give it a few years. They'll adapt. They'll get stronger.
Well, it's like you said, they've developed sentience, right? So it's not that they're actively predating; they just eat what's most efficient.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do?
Guys, did Ben? Is that what I think it is? Is that
yes?
Is that guys? Mr. Hedgie and Passage just saw that there's mold that's alive.
All mold is alive.
You also start to notice that there's like little patches of the mold, like in the corners and edges.
Rocky just starts pointing at it. I don't think we should be here. I don't think it's I don't want to be here.
I mean, this seems like one of the least dangerous things that we've had to deal with, right? Ending with a genuine question.
Maybe, but like it's alive. Why is the mold alive? Why?
Well, it's always been alive. We don't know what you're trying to.
It's working the paper mill. The mold is working the paper mill.
I'm gonna go poke the mold in the corner of the room and get some on my finger. And then I'm gonna like walk over in front of Rocky and I'm gonna like lick it in front of him.
Did you just
I give him like this. Don't mess with the child.
So
Ben's like, ugh.
So
okay, go ahead. Yeah.
you ate it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that the mold actively makes an effort to like get away from your, or like off of your tongue.
Well,
I taste bad to it.
It's like it doesn't hurt you, but it's unsettling because usually food doesn't do that.
Well, you literally can't eat it.
Yeah.
If you try, as you try to swallow, you feel like this little tightness around your tongue.
Well, I wiped it on my tongue and I'm like, see? And then it like starts crawling out of my mouth and I'm like,
Yeah, exactly.
I fully smack it away, going demon mold. Burn it fire.
As you do this, you notice
Smack the food out your mouth.
the patch of mold that he scooped it from had actually come down the wall and was just kind of like standing by him, just kind of poking his foot. And it notices the mold over in the corner and goes to get its little bit, and then it goes back within the corner.
Guys, I told you we should leave the mold alone.
Just out of any curiosity, is there usually a biological relationship between mold and mushrooms? Kind of.
they're both proto-life.
Well,
You see no evidence of mushrooms anywhere.
fungus is more advanced than proto-life. Like, it's more related to us than plants.
Yeah.
Mold isn't fungus, I think. I had to think about that for a second. Like, wait a minute.
What else would a mold be?
It's like bacteria going on. It's fuzz.
I'd have to ask
Yeah.
Laura. She's not here right now.
I just Googled it. What is mold? Mold is a type of fungus that consists of small organisms.
Hey,
Oh,
there
cool.
you go.
There you go.
Thanks, Google.
Yay, Google.
So you're in the city, nothing around you, smells bad. And you're outside of an abandoned crossroad with an elephant-sized hole in the wall.
Yay!
And you seem to have tried to et something sentient in the city. It has not reacted negatively.
Okay, Rocky is leaving the city with or without you guys.
He's leaving with us.
I mean, yes, he is. He acts like
we are going with it.
he acts like he's leaving without you guys, but like the second he gets a half a foot away from you guys, he walks backwards and grabs you and pushes you forward a little bit, and then walks ahead and then grabs you and pushes you forward.
I go with I load up. I tell kids to get in the cart. Let's get this elephant moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this place is tapped.
Just kidding. There was secret buried treasure that we never found.
Netto, you ate a sentient creature.
Technically, he failed to eat a sentient.
Or you almost ate.
It didn't want to be ate.
That
The
was
sentient creature made its grapple check to escape being swallowed whole.
A harrowing adventure for all.
Pictured like something that, like, as he tries to swallow, wraps itself around his tongue and holds on tight.
Yeah.
You know what? I just think it was way scarier for the mold than it was for me. So, we'll call it a day.
I didn't even eat it, and I'm terrified right now. Like,
Yeah, that was the whole reason I put it in my mouth. And you know what? I got what I wanted.
So as you guys are leaving,
I'm gonna like pat Rocky on the head as I walk past him with the biggest self-satisfied smile in the world.
Rocky's, it's not okay. No.
so upon exiting the town, there is a road down. Like I said, it'll take you about probably just under a day's travel to get there.
Okay.
And as you're leaving, I want... Who doesn't have sense?
I do not.
Okay, I want you... Oh, that's perfect. It's Rocky, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so I want Rocky to roll me sense with a cut.
You all...
That's what is that even?
I was going to joke about you saying that, and then you did it. So happy.
Roll sense with a cut. So that's 2d dice cut 1, 2d dice cut 2. So that's just a fail. That's an auto fail.
No, just roll with me 2d dice cut 1.
Okay. That's a 3.
Okay, so... I hate you.
What?
You get the feeling you're being watched, but it doesn't bug you enough to turn around or look and investigate it.
That's fair. That sounds about right. Rocky is like, he knows he's being watched right now, and he's okay with it because he's leaving.
He's just happy for the attention.
He's no, he's not happy for the attention. Quite the opposite. He saw things, like, or at least Mr. Hedgie saw things, and Mr. Hedgie, you guys all noticed, like, Mr. Hedgie's currently wrapped around Rocky's right hand, like as a boxing glove, and like all his spikes are on end, and you can see these small little sparks going between the spikes as it's like charged with electricity, and Rocky's just like, we're leaving. I don't want to be here anymore, you guys, with like half tears in his eyes because he's an 11-year-old child.
Do any of you have blonde hair or hair ties?
Sorry, long hair or hair ties?
Blonde hair
Blonde
or hair ties.
Well, I mean, like, my hair is tied back in a hair tie.
The Willow character in game.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I don't know if I ever picked Rocky's hair color. We will call him black hair color. Because why not?
I'm a brunette.
As am I.
That's okay.
Wow.
What?
That's okay.
Don't worry about it, guys.
So rude.
Don't worry about it.
That's hairist.
I don't see hair color.
I
No,
only
it's
see
just
bald.
It's just development.
You're all bald to me.
So, who is keeping watch today as you guys travel towards the city?
I'll keep watch.
Okay. Excellent. Roll me a watch.
I got a 1.
Oh, no.
Just means something fun happens.
Yes.
It is true. One doesn't.
Yeah, can you imagine a campaign where you're rolling nat 20s all the time? It would both be amazing and also kind of lame.
Well, it also, like, the way the system's set up is 1 doesn't mean something bad. It just means it's, yeah.
Where
It's
is it? I can never find it. There it is. Okay, it's just nature. Okay. You see a storm again on the horizon. You can also see that it is just throwing lightning down across the sea.
Yep. Really nice.
Little green flashes every now and then, but it's relatively peaceful overall. The wind picks up, but I will have Rocky roll me a sense check.
Why?
It's fine.
You want me to roll sense again?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. That's a 2.
Okay. Everything's fine.
Okay. That makes sense.
No,
Everything's
it's relatively peaceful. There's some god rays dappling through the sunlight, illuminating your way. But
Nice.
overall, it's just the storm on the horizon that's the most concerning.
Yeah,
Following
we should get to the ferry before that storm hits, guys.
Agreed.
So you can make it there if you go. Actually, no. One. I'm just counting my seconds. You can make it there in one.
Okay. We make it there.
Yep. So, you guys make it. So as you approach over the hill, you see a disaster. It looks like just roots and trees of like the old oak variety, like all the fancy trees that were planted around the city, like old ancient oaks and heritage trees and stuff like that. They seem to just exploded out of the earth and just turned it into just a sea of turning and twisting roots and destroyed buildings. You got like basements in the sky. You got built, roofs in the ground. Just chaos. And then along the edge, you can see glinting. There's this wave of what seems to be destroyed smaller craft and maybe a few salvageable ones on the edge. But it's just destruction.
I drop to my knees in defeat. You maniacs! You grew it up!
I don't get it.
What?
Glorious. Last one, my friend.
Okay, guys, that's game. We can't get any better than that.
Peaked.
And with that was sponsored by nobody.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night. But seriously, this sucks.
Yeah, you are all gonna get a mire.
Yeah, Rocky's weeping.
Because you've seen like a little bit of destruction, but it wasn't like it was back where you were. Your town was mostly just like covered in green as like a framework kind of a thing. But this looks like the great banyan tree from Avatar got up and decided to walk around.
Hmm.
And murder everybody within.
Yeah, because all of its
miles.
roots are connected.
Mm-hmm. Rocky's just like weeping. Just, guys, what are we gonna do? We need to find a boat. That's where how are we gonna get to mainland? It's guys.
It's gonna be all right. Hey, everyone, it's gonna be okay. He says. You know what? I'm gonna roll to see how convincing he is.
Persuasion.
Persuading yourself?
A little bit of both. Go for it.
Elegance, persuasion. I'm gonna
Charm, negotiate.
Savagery, passion. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I have an edge.
There you go.
Square with an edge.
That's a 2. It's not very convincing. His voice cracks.
Yeah, you can see the tears in his eyes as he obviously doesn't believe the things he's saying.
Rocky's just starts crying harder.
How's Willow?
I feel like, when it's like, even though you're dying on the inside, because everybody else is, you can kind of like push that down to be the one who's not losing it, because somebody needs to not be losing it. I'm like,
Your mom vibing hard.
yeah. So I just kind of like, guys, we haven't even checked the harbor. We'll go down to the harbor. There might be something. We can find. We'll be able to find something. And so I start tracking them down to where there be boats or what remains.
And as you guys, it's getting close to 10 here. How are you feeling?
I think that's probably a good place to call
Perfect.
it.
Just getting your consensus before I do. So,
Yeah.
as you guys start descending down the hill, kind of like broken, your shoulders sag, but still kind of committed to your goal with Katara behind you, friendship speeching along the way.
We must have hope.
You know what? For that, you're not going to get a mire.
Me?
Yeah.
Yay! It's because I have
You managed to fight through and make everyone, and like seeing the destruction of your friends and your new family, you managed to just push it aside.
I hold up coal and I can tell them they can earth bend with it.
Bunch of lily levers, they gotta just try. As you're descending the hill, the camera's gonna pan out, and you're gonna be descending into a valley of destruction for the next episode, with something glinting in the distance alongside the river, or the coast where the harbor used to be. And with that, we're gonna call it an end. We were sponsored by nobody, and I was Austin.
I am Bev.
I'm Dylan.
I was Ian.
Someday I'll be Jonathan.
And thank you for coming out. See you next time.
Sponsored by nobody. Signing off.